welcome. Welcome and thank you.
I feel like I've been here.
No. You mean the whole show?
The whole show.
The monologue?
The setup
The
and now.
second act, and now here you are again.
Oh.
Did you say hi to Patrick backstage?
I did say hi to Patrick.
Did you see? Is he wearing the green blazer?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to take it off for like a year.
You can't, right?
No way.
That's an amazing deal.
What an accomplishment. I was actually at the 18th green in Augusta, Georgia. I was sitting right off the green.
You were there?
I watched it happen.
Wow. I mean, I watched it happen, but no.
I was there. And the funny thing about it is there's no cell phones. So nobody kind of really knows. You only know what's going on by the manual scoreboards, like in Fenway.
Yeah.
So they take a while to kind of update, and then you hear kind of roars from the other parts of the thing, and you don't really know what's going on.
Have you been there before?
No, my first time. It was unbelievable. I went with a friend of mine from back home in St. Louis. So we used to wait tables together.
A big golfer?
I used to play golf. Yeah, I'm not very good, but
yeah, no,
it's like
me neither.
It was one of those things like in LA when I was unemployed. I got to play a lot of golf. Because the weather's always nice, and I had literally nothing to do.
Yeah.
So it seemed like a thing to do.
Now that you were working, you don't golf as much?
No, I don't have as much time.
Yeah, but do you go out every now and then?
Every now and again, yeah. It's fun.
Who do you golf with? I'll golf with you.
Let's do it.
I'd love to golf.
I've played with some cool folks. There's a couple like places you can go like where all the cool guys play. So like
I know.
Well, you don't live in LA.
There's places. Well,
You don't live in LA. There's places out here.
There's places here. Of course, there's places everywhere.
But
And I'm always there, man. You know me.
I did get a chance to play once with Ray Romano.
Oh, he's a fantastic golfer and a cool dude.
He's the nicest. And I mean, obviously everybody loves him.
I heard based on the comedy stylings of Ray Romano. I do love him, but he's a funny dude.
Oh, funny guy and a great guy to play golf with.
Is he funny on
Oh my gosh. Here's my impression of Ray Romano playing golf, but I need your help.
Oh, sure.
Can you do like the sound of a golf, like a you know thing?
Of course.
Ready?
Ready?
Ah. Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on. Be right.
Dude, you have to create a Ray Romano golfing doll. You pull the string and it just does that.
Come on. Why?
We always love having you here, and thank you for doing the playing charades, and thank you for doing the bit earlier.
It's so fun.
Playing the teacher for the sitcom is always my favorite thing. And but you were actually, I didn't know you were a teacher in real life.
I was a teacher. Yeah, I was a daycare teacher in college because that was again the only job I could do while still going to school and doing plays at night. So from like 3 to 6, I wrangled like 5-year-olds everywhere. And then when I graduated college, I went back to my old high school in St. Louis, Missouri, and I taught under my teacher. Right on.
All right, St. Louis.
And I went back to my old high school and taught for one year. That was pretty cool.
way.
Yeah, eighth grade boys are a rough existence.
Yeah.
Like teaching acting and improv to 8th graders is a challenge. There was a lot of times it was like, we're going to play the quiet game.
Everyone, you act like a tree.
Everyone act like a tree,
Yeah.
and I'm going to leave.
No.
Hey-o.
Hey, that's fast. See, that's improv right there.
That's
improv right there.
Just
That's
don't
lesson number 1. Well, dude, you went on to, I mean, you got to be a hero for these kids because now you're acting. I mean, obviously, we all know you. Oh my gosh. Why are you looking up at the...
I don't know. I thought something.
You thought you saw something. Talk to me about Beirut.
Beirut is coming out tomorrow. It's a really exciting kind of old school throwback kind of movie. It's the kind they don't really make anymore, but it's a hard political thriller. It takes place in the 70s and 80s in Lebanon, in Beirut, Lebanon, and kind of examines like what the geopolitical process and the process was of kind of the beginnings of terrorism, how we got to where we are now. How do we solve conflicts without blowing people up? But it was written by Tony Gilroy, who went on to write Michael Clayton and the Bourne franchise. He's a very talented writer, and he wrote an amazing script about a really challenging and intellectual and exciting kind of place and time.
And Rosamund Pike.
Pike, yeah.
Is your co-star. Do you know her before you did this?
I had met Roz through some mutual friends. I think she kind of lived in my neighborhood in LA for a little while.
She's super fun.
Amazing. And kind of looking at her, you expect this sort of very patrician, English, proper person. And then she's like, hey, we're going to go play fire hockey later if you want to go. And you're like, wait, what? That's literally the last thing I would expect anybody to say.
What is fire hockey again?
Let me tell you, Jim. It's when you take a toilet paper roll,
Yeah.
douse it in gasoline, wrap it in chicken wire, and beat it around with field hockey sticks.
That's correct.
I'm not kidding.
That's what she does. I do know that. She definitely does that.
We finished the thing, and people had like lost eyebrows. The soles of my shoes melted off. I'm not kidding. It was the craziest. And I was like, well, there we go. We played some fire hockey.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.